Good morning, people. Yeah, the mic up is going to be a relaxed rally, and this morning I've got my friend here, which we're going to talk about some relaxed rally elements and some cue words, which is going to help everybody when they train. Hopefully, help you guys play more better tennis, at least more enjoyable tennis. Anyway, so. My friend will refer back to this video when he goes back home because he's got another angle. But first, when you guys relax rally, is about two people doing the, hitting balls, not trying to blast winners off both sides. So you gotta have a friend that willing to work with you here. So okay, so first, let's say on our end, we started off mini tennis. Arm is like you see, it's so loose. So basically right now I'm doing a baseline, and I'm actually doing the same thing what I did in mini tennis. So prepare, and along with all the technical stuff that you guys have probably heard online, like for example the forehand, this left arm, if you're a righty, left arm extension right here. So I would say do it relaxed. Don't try to be stressful when you do it. Your technical is important, but one of the most important things when you guys relax rally is your eyes. So when I'm watching my friend now, as soon as he makes any movement, it's going to affect the ball. So especially when he accelerates. So when he makes a movement that's different to what he's normally doing, and I'm going to react depending on what ball he gives me. Okay, so the word depends happens a lot when you guys play. The higher level you play, there's a lot of situations that you guys have to deal with. So like right now, I've got to be able to rally with you guys and talk. So this one's a deep one. And also while I'm doing this, I've still got to give a ball that's manageable for my friend. Okay, so here is, okay, so the next thing is watching the opponent's movement, and then you pick up the direction of the ball and the bounce. The bounce is very important. If the bounce is here, I can catch it, like with a full prepare. Now say if I'm moving in a little bit now, right? Say if I'm inside baseline, okay? I might catch the ball as a half volley, or that's on the rise. So I might see this. So I got to expect that if I don't know where I am in the court. See, this one's a half volley. Now if I move back a bit, I'm in the red. It's like tough to be a half volley because unless he hits really deep and fast. So here, what I'm trying to say is you got to know your spacing. You got to know where you are, know where your friend is, know where the ball lands. So these three things add up to a situation. Okay, so here I'm turn. Okay, I catch everything in the strings, and in the follow through all the way. So early prepare, and contact point in front, and the circle here, pronation. Okay, aim high. So here, and you gotta. Now on the forehand, in my opinion, there's a lot of variation. One-handed backhand, you don't bend the elbow. The elbow doesn't bend. So I usually keep that arm straight. So like this, yeah. I can supinate it, my forearm. But on the forehand, we found many friends they bend the elbow, like what I used to do. Like this bending thing. So you got to try to pronate, like stretch your arm, pronate, and then bend. Okay, so that's a part of STM. So here, pronate. But the thing is you got to let the arm stretch. So here is arm stretch. So I can do it relaxed. So I'm here, yeah. But I'm really early, so I'm there. Whoa, it's not a shot. So say I'm watching the situation, right? I'll give him back the ball first. So if I want to demonstrate, I need a ball to demonstrate from. So So I can supinate the backhand to get more spin. Touch in front. Okay, turn and turn back. So this part here, where we go like that, many friends are jammed up, but it's not like you want to be jammed up. You gotta have the right alignment and spacing. So it's not like you want to stretch the arm, you can stretch the arm. You gotta have enough space to do it. So that's why we have voice spacing. And it all starts from long time ago when you guys first picked up tennis. Your coach should have taught you the eyes and spacing and timing. So right now, I'm doing this as the ball is, so this one is on the rise, right? I can do this on the drop, okay? I can do it when I'm moving into it, which I'll do on the next one. See, this one I'm moving into it, but the spacing is very, very clear here. Now, when you say, oh, you know, the pros, their spacing is so good, but even pros make mistakes too sometimes, because when the opponent puts like heavy spin and stuff, and they change up and there's pressure, we make mistakes too. So remember, tennis is a game of pressure and a game of errors. So when you see me do it, I'm not doing it at very high speed, but the ball's flying right in the baseline. So if I want to add some, I put a little bit of, sorry, good shot. So I add a bit of racket head speed. Now the next thing we want to mention is when you guys hit it, you got to make sure you try to have a firm base. So here, firm base, whether you open stance or whether you step in, stay low. Okay, so they're taught, oh, you got to fall and you got to step, but always have a firm base, a strong base, boom, and you hit your shot, right? Okay, here we go. So when you guys execute your shot, contact point in front, in the strings and over the net. These three things you can't stress enough. Is that you can have all the best technique, but if you hit the frame all the time, that's no good. So aim high and over the net. Okay, so, and one more thing is right now I'm sweating. You should have 3 or 4 rackets when you go to practice, especially when you have humid days right now. Okay, so when you got to grip the racket like loose and not too tight. But if it's sweaty, it's very hard to do. Okay, so next thing is, now when you guys go and hit the ball, you got to know that what height you're hitting it from. So this is a low one, I got to pull it up high. Yeah, this one is higher, I can go across the ball. And so this one is high, this one is a little bit lower, I get more safety. Yeah, this one is high, so I can go across a bit more, right? This one is low, the rise up on the ball. So you got to always be conscious of where you are, as we mentioned before, and where you are and where your opponent is. So this one, I use a slice to slow it down so I can wipe my hand, right? So you get more time. You can use your spins and higher over the net and hit it deeper. Okay, so next thing is when you guys, right, hit, use more spin and to alter the flight of the ball. Right, many friends just want to hit flat and smash the ball, but I'm looking at how many shots you can last. Okay, how many shots you can last, and that's the objective of relaxed rallying. When you guys do relaxed rallying, it's like a base. What I mean is, if you get good at this, then you can train other stuff from this base. If you cannot do this base, then you're missing out on a lot of things. So if you can, that's a nice shot. If you can, here, yep. If you can do a nice base, then your eyes, your timing, your spacing, your execution, your shot decisions, and your control, that means it's getting better, right? So make sure you guys be able to maintain a lot of shots with good shot, yeah. So my friend here got the target. Okay, so here let's place again. Good job. Let's keep going. Keep your arm loose, circle. Yeah, so here. And yeah, pretty much always be, let me see, the word for it is consistent on your racket path, but have slight variation. So what that means is you can have a base to work from, so that when you times the pressure, or or the score is against you, you can work from. But then depending on the positions of the ball, what you want to do, you might have some variation. So like that one. There's a lot of going across the ball nowadays, not just topspin. So going across, and it makes the ball kick. So when you guys play your opponent, and if it's not your friend, if it's your opponent, you can use your spins to affect the timing and the spacing. So for example, the most basic one is topspin slice. So topspin, right? Topspin, and then they give them a slice. So see if they can get used to it. But even the topspin, there's varying degrees and varying lengths and speeds that you can give them. So relaxed rally is the bridge where you can control. So this one is like deep on me, so I'm going to nudge it back. This one is short. You're going to be very careful. Come on. You'll be very careful of every time, every shot that you hit, and don't be you can't lose your focus. So every shot is very carefully hit. Carefully hit. It's not about speed. And when we're doing training, I'm sure a lot of friends do personal training or strength and conditioning. All the movements start from slow first, right? You don't go ahead and try to do everything as fast as you can. I mean, no, like nowadays, social media, everybody's like, oh, can you do this with full power and everything? But for me, the power is last, man. So the first thing is, for me, power is last. Maybe some coaches, they want power first, but in first, yeah, and then deep, and then left, right, consistency, spin, and I use spin to make the ball in, which is the first one. And then the last one is power. But it's about control and your eyes first, if you can all do all that. And my hand, you can see my grip is starting to slip because of the sweat. But I want to be able to talk to you guys and share all the tips with you guys in this video. Okay, get there. Okay, and about the stance, sometimes you have to hit and move, but this one, I'm hitting and standing still, I'm firm. Then this one, yeah, firm. And this one, and firm. So this one, move back a bit, and I aim higher because I'm further in the red. This one is a half volley. And okay, this one is low, aim higher. Okay, high ball across with a slippery grip. Okay, so here you go, maintain the distance. Yeah, and if you have a firm base and you have a strong core, the ball is strong back. Okay, and this one is, and you should know that every time when you hit, there's a lot of balls that repeat the same, pretty much. So you get really consistent the more you practice. But you gotta be subconsciously like looking for these shots. You know, oh, this is the ball. Like, you know, this is the footwork. Oh, this is the shot. That's why if you get really good, it's through repetition. And don't go changing stuff that's working. If it works for you, don't go changing stuff just because you saw a tip online, right? And keep things simple. Yeah, that's one of the things many miss out on now, is keeping the things simple, because with the rackets nowadays, right, you should be able to generate good power just with a simple swing. It doesn't have to be all fancy, right? Like all I say to our students, open the door, close the door, simple tips, and a circle, small circle, and catch the ball on the rise. Then you get good power. Like all the stuff that I give my students is very simple, right? Because I'm not looking at 1-2 shots. I'm looking at 20 shots, no miss. And when they have pressure. So if there's pressure, you're not going to be able to do the fancy stuff so many times. Not to mention the opponent's moving you back and forth and giving you all this kind of tactical stuff in the matches. So make sure, in my opinion, is keeping things simple. And if you can do it slow, you can do it fast. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And that was mostly about rallying on the ground. See, I made a move on it. You're gonna pick up the ball early, and it's not just about hitting. So for some friends, they try to get the arm right, but the position's wrong. So they're like, oh, why am I always late hitting? It's not a stroke issue. It's a spacing issue. Okay, so gotta make sure it's not just your hand that you're trying to find the problem. So it's important to find a coach. Find a coach that can demonstrate, that's been through it, and that can help diagnose. Right? If your coach is also a good player, then there's an extra too, because he knows what it takes to get to that level. Okay, and if he's a mentor, then he knows how to explain things easier. And then another thing is, can he tailor it to you? Because everybody's different. Everybody's different, and also every day you are different. So it gets pretty specific, but you got to maintain it very simple. That's good job, much better. It's important that you guys understand, right? Don't go seeing online stuff and then go try to add those three important tips to your forehand and then you'll be an ATP pro. That's like, no. Everything comes from practice and repetition. So if you see something and you practice it, hopefully some from this video, and you go practice it, 10,000 shots minimum to get to the next level of something. So for example, you practice the first 10, and if you practice the first 100, it's going to be a little different. Okay, you're going to be more expert when you reach 100. And then by the time you reach 500, you'll be more familiar with it as well. Okay? And get good at it. Stop trying to change things for some friends online. And make sure you find a coach so that they can help you diagnose problems as well. And it's not about competing with other people. We can't do it like you because you're pro. But the thing is, you got to understand is we weren't like this from day one, right? We were beginner before. Okay, let's get a drink, yeah? So, good job, my friend. Nice, man. And so when you always compare to yourself only, like yesterday, right? Keep working hard.